can't resist a man that is confident. That's why you discover sometimes the ugly guy that can't even speak good English, that doesn't dress well, but that is confident, always walks away with the prize. Always walks away with the prize. Sometimes he gets the finest lady, the best lady. So even if that man does not have money, even if he does not, have material things or whatever, does not have position, if he is confident, women will generally respond positively. You see, women always love leaders. That's how we learn confidence. That you learn confidence by being confident. All right. If you're not sure of what you're saying, nobody knows until you show it. If you can't resist a confident man, even when it's wrong. Have you noticed some of the weirdest people, wicked people, harsh men, they still get very beautiful women? Because women just can't resist a confident man. The guy is confidently wicked and he still goes away with a very fine girl. And you, Mr. Nice Guy, when I coach my boys, I tell them, women don't like nice guys. They like good men. There's a difference. A nice guy is the guy that is literally always trying to do everything she wants, literally following her. Women desire a man that can lead them. Somebody rightly said it, that women are addicted to feeling good. And making them laugh is just releases hormones in them, makes them happy, makes them excited, makes them forget their worry. If you understand how a woman's mind works, you understand that anything that relieves her of that stress of that mind. The woman is fascinated that you notice, that you caught it, that you paid attention, that you can catch even beyond just words. You can catch the attitude, the feelings, the emotions that were behind the words. Don't be so bothered about how the outcome will be. Somebody say, oh, but if I walk up to a lady, for instance, that I don't know and talk to her, what if she blows me off? Nothing has happened. You didn't have her before and you didn't lose anything. You, man of God, that you are preaching about Jesus, you are more serious than Jesus. Relax. You can't have fun. You can't watch movie. You can't do everything for his Bible study. Cool down. Cool down. Make your wife laugh. Make your babe laugh. Dance with her. Play with her. Women can't resist a man that has a sense of humor. That because they are good listeners, women generally flock around them. Women like to open up to them because they know this person is going to listen. And you're not interrupting her all the time. You're not quick to give advice. No, she's not looking for an advisor. She's looking for a listener. They're two different things. All right. Most women actually know what to do. It's just that the emotion is built up and pent up inside them. The way they let go of it, the way they release that valve is by talking. So women can't resist a good listener. All right, because women like to talk. Women like to talk. And that women can't resist is an emotionally available man or emotionally intelligent man. Women actually can't resist a man that is emotionally intelligent and emotionally available, an emotionally mature man. Women like spiritual security as well. So they like a man that can lead the home spiritually. Because one of a woman's major need is spiritual intimacy. She wants somebody she can pray with. She wants somebody she can study the word with. She wants somebody that likes to go to church. All right, I'm talking about good women, all right? I know there are some crazy women out there. Women cannot resist a generous man. They can't resist a generous man. Now, you don't have to be rich, but you can be generous. Some rich people are not generous. Some generous people are not rich. You must be able to make her laugh. This is for guys. Women, I don't want to see here. Okay, but women, I can allow you to watch. If you have some other traits you feel you guys find very fascinating, write in the comment section so maybe the guys will see it and they will learn. So please write for me other traits you feel women can't resist. All right, put it there. Of course, I know things like integrity matter. I know that I was adding other things. All right, so God bless you. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that. If you're a man, don't forget to join. Today I'm going to share 7 traits women can't resist in men. 7 traits women can't resist in men. All right. So again, this is for men. If you're a woman, scroll. I don't want to see you here. But guys, this is for you. Share to other guys. How do you become more irresistible or become more attractive to women? 7 traits women can't resist in men. Number 1 on the list: women can't resist a confident man. Women love confident men. All right, I've seen this play out over and over again. Even if that man does not have money, even if he does not, have material things or whatever, does not have position, if he is confident, women will generally respond positively. You see, women always love leaders. There have been so many studies and surveys, research that has been done to this fact that most women will gravitate towards the leaders in any, environment or setting that they are in. And sometimes the leaders are not those that have the position. They're just those that wield the influence. That's just how it is. So one of the things women like in a man is a confident man. A woman doesn't like a man that is shy, timid, afraid, unsure, or uncertain. You see, even if you are not sure of yourself within, nobody knows until you show them. That's how we learn confidence. That you learn confidence by being confident. All right. If you're not sure of what you're saying, nobody knows until you show it. If you're shy, this is how we thought we learned public speaking. That when you come on the stage and you're even shy, nobody knows until you start to shake. So you can first act confidently to build confidence. That's how you build it. You act confidently. All right. You don't be so bothered about how the outcome will be. Somebody say, "Oh, but if I walk up to a lady, for instance, that I don't know and talk to her, what if she blows me off?" Nothing has happened. You didn't have her before and you didn't lose anything. All right. But what if you get a positive response? What if something good comes out of that move? All right. So women like confident men. They can't resist a man that is confident. That's why you discover sometimes the ugly guy that can't even speak good English, that doesn't dress well, but that is confident, always walks away with the prize. Always walks away with the prize. Sometimes he gets the finest lady, the best lady. So build your confidence. Very important. The Bible said the lion turneth not away for any. And so the righteous is as bold as a lion. So if you're a child of God, especially, you have the Spirit of God within you. Confidence and boldness is your portion. So you need to tap into it. The Bible said God has not given us the spirit of fear. That fear there is timidity. God has not given us spirit of timidity. Spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. So you have access to the Holy Spirit. Act confidently, speak confidently. Don't sound unsure. Don't sound like you don't know what you want. Don't sound like you are a follower or the influenced. Always sound like the influencer. All right, women can't resist a confident man. Women can't resist a confident man, even when he's wrong. Have you noticed some of the weirdest people, wicked people, harsh men, they still get very beautiful women? Because women just can't resist a confident man. The guy is confidently wicked and he still goes away with a very fine girl. And you, Mr. Nice Guy, when I coach my boys, I tell them, women don't like nice guys. They like good men. There's a difference. A nice guy is the guy that is literally always trying to do everything she wants, literally following her. Women desire a man that can lead them. All right, check all the people women admire. Always leaders. You will hardly see a woman say she's admiring a man that is unknown. Always the leaders in every field. Women admire them. All right, so don't be Mr. Nice Guy. No, I have everything she wants. I'm ready to do it. No. A woman wants you to exude confidence. It gives her hope that you can lead the family and you can protect the family. All right, very important. Number 2, traits in a man a woman cannot resist. It's a funny man. A man with a sense of humor. Again, statistics shows these things, that most women will agree in different surveys that they did, that they will generally choose a funny man. A man with a sense of humor can get a woman to do anything. She will just laughingly do it. Women love to laugh. Somebody rightly said it, that women are addicted to feeling good. And making them laugh is just releases hormones in them, makes them happy, makes them excited, make them forget their worry. If you understand how a woman's mind works, you understand that anything that relieves her of that stress of that mind, is something she's attracted to. Women totally are attracted to men with a sense of humor. You must be able to make her laugh. All right, and everybody can. Like I said, there are so many studies. One particular study actually showed that men don't necessarily like a funny woman, that men like a woman that can laugh to his jokes. And they asked the women said they don't necessarily want a man that laughs to their jokes. They want a man that can make them laugh. All right, so women find men with a sense of humor very irresistible. So be funny. Learn how to laugh, learn how to crack jokes, learn how to lighten the mood. Don't just be that guy that is always serious, carrying the whole burden of the world on your shoulders. Come on, relax, laugh a bit, find humor in different things. You don't have to be a clown. You don't have to be a comedian. That's why comedians always have fine wives, by the way. These guys, they're all suspicious. Because they can make anybody laugh. The woman will just laugh to the altar. She will just laugh to the altar, laugh to maternity ward, laugh to the 30 years of marriage. Because, humor just makes everything go well. Even in tough times, making jest of things, making light of things, bringing humor just makes things easy. even in tough times. So bring out that part of you if you do have it. Bring out that part of you and hang out with some funny people. It will rub off on you. I didn't know I didn't know I had strong sense of humor. I didn't know that. But I had brothers and people that were really funny around me. And I discovered that, I was thinking that thing that guy said. I can repeat that joke. I can repeat. It just rubs off. It just rubs off eventually. So those are part of the ways you can build your idea of humor. So don't be too serious. Don't be, you're always moody. You're always melancholic. Your attitude, there are sinners everywhere. The world is perishing. Jesus attended weddings. Jesus had friends. Jesus went to eat in people's houses. Do you understand? You can't be more Jesus than Jesus. All right? You can't be more Jesus that says souls are perishing. Relax. There's some preachers like that. So people must not dance. Why are you vibing? Why are you? Relax. You can't be more Jesus than Jesus. Jesus went to wedding. The wine finished. He supplied wine. Do you understand? There was no soul winning. That is pure enjoyment. They were grooving. They finished the wine. They just said the party can't end now. I just came. He supplied wine. You, man of God, that are preaching about Jesus, you are more serious than Jesus. Relax. You can't have fun. You can't watch movie. You can't do everything for his Bible study. Cool down. Cool down. Make your wife laugh. Make your babe laugh. Dance with her. Play with her. Women can't resist a man that has a sense of humor. All right? It's one of the things I used to charm my wife. Ask her. It's one of the things. And when we got married, we used to play all kinds of games at home. We had Boy Scouts in the house. I recruited her into Boy Scouts, gave her rank. And we used to do parade at home. Just come up with humor. Trust me, in tough times especially, you'll see the value of it. So that's second trait, a man with a sense of humor. Number 3 trait that women can't resist in a man is a good listener. A good listener. Now, why am I listing these things? Because the average guy, like I said, who is my concern, thinks he needs money all the time to win a great woman. No, it's not always money. You can't compete with some rich guys with money. Those rich guys, money don't need to be funny, don't need to be kind, they have money. But if you can't compete with them, these are things you can also develop, and they are all free. A good listener. Women can't resist a good listener. All right? Because women like to talk. Women like to talk. Talking, I wish you guys would understand this. Everything is in a woman's mind is connected to her vocal nerves. She must talk. If she's happy, she has to talk. If she's sad, she has to talk. If she doesn't know how she feels, she has to talk. She uses talk. Talk is therapeutic for a woman. Talk is almost the way sex is to a man. That's how talk is to a woman. That's how you make love to a woman, by talking. So she likes a good listener. Become an active listener. All right, be a good listener. That you're actually paying attention. You actually listen to her. And by listening, you are also able to listen to the things she said just by the side. A woman is fascinated that you notice, that you caught it, that you paid attention, that you can catch even beyond just words. You can catch the attitude, the feelings, the emotions that were behind the words. Things like that. Be an active listener. She likes when you look at her when she's talking, especially when it's a serious thing. She wants to know that you are really interested in listening. All right? So develop that art of listening. Most people will tell you that because they are good listeners, women generally flock around them. Women like to open up to them because they know this person is going to listen. And you're not interrupting her all the time. You're not quick to give advice. No, she's not looking for an advisor. She's looking for a listener. They're two different things. All right. Most women actually know what to do. It's just that the emotion is built up and pent up inside them. The way they let go of it, the way they release that valve is by talking. So, and usually they can't talk to themselves, all right, in a normal situation. So trust me, I do counseling, I do therapy, I do things like that. And many times women have paid me just for me to listen, because after the 2 or 3 hours of talk, they didn't wait for any advice. They just used all the time they paid for to talk to me. So I knew that this person just needed to talk. All right. It's because some husband somewhere, some man somewhere is not doing the listening. And I'm not cheap. I'm not cheap at all. So for someone to pay for 3 hours of my time, trust me, it's very expensive. But they just wanted to talk. And she didn't finish all. She said she'll come back and continue to talk. She just needed to talk. So women value an active listener. Learn to listen, learn to pay attention, concentrate. Leave your phone, leave whatever you're doing. Pay attention to her when she's talking. All right. She loves an active listener. Number 4, trait in a man that women can't resist is an emotionally available man or emotionally intelligent man. anyhow you want to put it. Because for men, we generally don't first react to things emotionally. We are more logical than emotional, all right? And this is neither a bad or a good thing, just how we are wired. I believe maybe our role in life demands that we first respond logically. But women actually can't resist a man that is emotionally intelligent and emotionally available, an emotionally mature man. All right. This means you are able to empathize, you're able to tune into your emotional side in certain situations. You don't just see everything from a logical. You know, there's some men like that. They because they are logical, they think the world must be logical. A woman being a more emotional is not a negative or a positive thing, it's just a thing. And we need a combination of both. There are many decisions that require an emotional part, and there are many decisions that involve a logical part. But you see, a woman will appreciate if you tune in once in a while, especially when you are relating with her, to your emotional side. It's not that good or bad. It's just we need the balance of both. When I preach, I jokingly say that I wish more women were in politics. If more women were in politics, this world would be a better place because they have the soft part, they have the empathy, they have that human side to decisions, to rules, to policies. But when it's men, they just go straight to the point. Whoever does not, whoever, it's like that. I said, if more women were in politics, we'll have less wars. We'll have less wars. Some of the wars we see, is because it's men. Men are very egotistical. There are many wars that should not happen, but ego will not allow. They must go to war. There are even some size of countries that have no business fighting because of one is going to literally bully the other. When you see a Russia and Ukraine war, that war has no business taking place. You should have found a way to settle outside of war because the damage that will come out of that kind of war, but men are like that. So we're going to hold our ground. If we had more women in politics, for instance, there will be less wars. We'll just have two countries that are not talking to each other. That's what we have. We'll just see Brazil is not talking to England. And every time they will be making, snide remarks and all that to each other. That's what we'll see, because women always think everything has to end with throwing fist. All right. So women can't resist a man that is emotionally in touch, a man that can empathize, a man that understands romance, understands the emotions, can hug, can feel. All right. It's not everything that is logical. It's not everything that is facts. That this man is in touch with the feelings of things, can feel, can be in touch with that emotional side, can compliment, can say, can put expression when they talk. Some men dress up, let's go out. No, an emotionally intelligent man will admire her dress before we go out. We're in a hurry. But you say, man, you're looking so beautiful. I love your makeup. You notice something about her. You see, you will charge her up before you go out. But some men we are rushing. Come out now. Nah. We know there's traffic. There's traffic in Lekki. We understand. All right, but the queen is out. You're picking the princess. You need to know that. So emotionally intelligent man. All right, you understand that. Sometimes a woman is not fact based. She's talking about how she feels, or sometimes she doesn't say directly, literally what she means. Again, that's another emotional thing men don't know. Women don't always use words to convey facts. They use words to convey feelings. So if you follow everything by facts, you miss what she's saying. If a woman says, you don't love me anymore, she doesn't mean you don't love me anymore literally. She just means I don't feel loved right now. That's simple. All you need to do is assurance and let her know, oh, baby, I love you. That's what she's saying. But some men don't get it. So sometimes when a woman says, leave me, she doesn't mean leave me. She means hold me. She means show me that you don't want to leave me. But if some men leave me, they'll say, okay, thank you. We'll go and sit down. No, she's not using words to convey literal meaning. She's using it to convey feelings. All right. I usually jokingly say some men, when you tell them you don't love me anymore, you would think it's a call to debate. It's a good afternoon, fellow debaters, accurate timekeepers, panel of judges. I'm here to defend the emotion that I don't love anymore. It's the last year, didn't I take you to some place? Last month, didn't I buy you something? I hope with these few points of mine, I'm able to convince you or not confuse you. No, she's not calling for debate. What she's saying is that this is how I feel right now. And all you need to do, a hug, a compliment, assurance, will go better than any debate. All right. But I don't want to waste your time. The point is that emotionally aware man, women can't resist. Next point. Women can't resist a mission-minded man. All right. A man of purpose. A man of purpose. Women like a man on a mission. Most women are fertilizers. They need a seed. All right. So what happens biologically also happens mentally and emotionally. Women like a man with a seed because she's an incubator. She's going to turn that seed to a child. She's going to turn the grocery to a meal. She's going to turn the house to a home. She's a multiplier and she's an incubator. She's a fertilizer. This is what she's wired to do. She feels she's not maximizing herself if she has nothing to multiply, nothing to perfect. All right. So she loves a man in a mission because that gives her something to do. She was created originally as a helper, somebody that completes, somebody that multiplies, something. So she loves a man that is on a mission and the man that gives her room to participate in that mission because she has something to push. She has something to fertilize. She has something to grow. She has something to incubate. All right. So most women love a man on a mission, a leader. So that's why, they love a man that has a ministry, a man that has a mission, a man that has a vision. Women love men with vision. So be the kind of man that is going somewhere. So when I see young men tell me things like, oh, I don't have money, that's why nobody wants to marry me. I say, no, it's not about money. It's because you don't have vision. Vision is what brings provision. Provision is two words, pro and vision. You will never get provision until you get vision. Provision means for vision. Why would you have money when there's nothing to have money for? You need vision first. All right. When you meet a woman, it's not about what you have, or in other words, not about the material things you have. All right. It's your ability to sell what you have. And I'm not saying you should sell what you don't have. I'm saying you should have something to sell. I don't know if you get that. There's difference. When men meet women, they're saying, I don't know how to. No, you don't have to sell what you don't have. Don't try to claim you are something you are not. No, we're saying sell or have something you can actually sell. Do you understand? Where are you going? If you have zero money, where are you going? Have somewhere compelling. Have something compelling to do with your life that if anybody hears it, they will say, I want to come with you. You sound compelling. How do people raise money from investors? Somebody has an idea, has zero funds, but is able to sit in front of billionaires and convince them to go and bring their billions. What does he have? If he could get people, strangers, to follow him, to support him with billions, and you can't get one lady to follow you. No, you need to have something. Where are you going? When I met my wife, I didn't have money. I had just OND in terms of educational qualification. She had a master's degree, but I had a compelling vision. That vision is materialized now. You are witnessing the materialized fashion. But that time she didn't see, this was not there. But I was able to convince her that we'll fly around the world. We'll do conferences around the world. We're doing exactly everything I told her we'll do. So have something to sell. Have somewhere you're going that by the time you share it, in fact, people are going to follow you. You'll be so compelling that people will follow you. That's what I'm saying. So there's no money you need for a woman to follow you. You just need a compelling vision. What is your mission? What is your purpose? What is the one thing you are on the earth to do? What is the one thing that you would do even if you're not going to be paid for it? What is the one thing you do easily that people like? What's the one thing you want to help this world to be or know? What's the one thing you want to contribute? When you have that compelling vision and you are passionate about it, trust me, the woman loves that. Because again, a passionate and mission-minded man promises security in the future. All right. For those that have joined my training for men, I've told you a woman's number one need is security. Everything you see she's looking for is security. Either financial security, emotional security, physical security. It's all about security, safety. She wants safety. All right. So a man with a mission promises that tomorrow is going to be great. All right. So you don't want to miss it. So next trait that women can't resist in a man. Remember, I just talked about vision. All right. Because vision promises. When you're a man of vision, it promises that there will be provision for her and her offspring, which is primary to her. So the next trait in a man, a woman cannot resist, is a truly spiritual man, a spiritually developed and mature man. Is a trait women can resist. Women like spiritual security as well. So they like a man that can lead the home spiritually. Because one of a woman's major need is spiritual intimacy. She wants somebody she can pray with. She wants somebody she can study the word with. She wants somebody that likes to go to church. All right, I'm talking about good women, all right? I know there are some crazy women out there, but I'm talking about real godly women. They can't resist as well a man that is truly spiritual, all right? Truly spiritual. This is why women are always on prayer platforms, always on online service, always on they are always following men of God. Be that man of God. That's what I'm saying. Be a man of God in your own right. Of course, you might not be apostle, so and so, or prophet so and so, but be a man of God as well. Do you hear God? Do you pray? Do you spend time studying the word? Can you share scripture with her? She will love a person that is spiritually stable and strong. All right, because she can lean on you, she can count on you in the day of challenge. All right, so women can't resist a spiritually sound person. And again, these are things you can develop. You need no money. Just start studying the Bible every day. Start listening to good messages every day. Start reading good books on the things of the spirit. In a amount of time, you'll be spiritually mature, because she wants a woman that can also mentor her children, and lead them spiritually. That's what God said about Abraham. I know my servant Abraham, he will command his children, he will lead his family in the way of the Lord. So women can't resist a man that is spiritually sound and mature. Next one that a woman can't resist is an intelligent man. Oh, women like intelligence, real intelligence. So if you're wondering why Solomon had 1,000 babes, women can't resist an intelligent man. They can't resist it. They love intelligence. All right. You are knowledgeable, you are intelligent. Women like, again, these things all spell security. If you're very intelligent, it means you're going to get us out of trouble. You're going to get us out of poverty. You're going to show the way. You're going to lead the way. You're going to teach the kids. Everything looks good with an intelligent and knowledgeable man. When she has this problem with her car, or this problem with her phone, or this problem with something about something. You know something about almost everything. You are very knowledgeable, very intelligent, very connected. Women like those kind of things. They can't resist an intelligent man. So build your intelligence. You can't afford to be clueless and uninformed about most things in life. You can't afford to just be, unintelligent. Develop your mind. Women love wise men. I mean, Queen of Sheba traveled maybe months, or maybe even years, I don't know, just to come and see the wisdom of Solomon. And historians were telling us that she stayed a bit, if you know what I mean. She was wild. Say her breath went away because of the kind of wisdom that she saw in Solomon. Women love intelligent men, love wise men. All right. So start to read more. Start to connect and relate with other wise men. The Bible says, he that walks with the wise shall be wise. If you and all your friends are all clueless and ignorant about things of life, you need to change your circle. Walk around other smart men. All right. Women love intelligent men. And the last one, I know I was going to give you 7, but I'm training one extra one as 8, that women cannot resist. Women cannot resist a generous man. They can't resist a generous man. Now, you don't have to be rich, but you can be generous. Some rich people are not generous. Some generous people are not rich. So women can't resist a generous man. All right, be the kind of person that is generous. You're able to share. You're able to give. You don't just give gifts on birthday. Of course, give gifts on birthday, give gifts on anniversaries, things like that. But sometimes just give gifts for no reason. Pay for the dates. Think of what she needs before she even asks. All right, say, hey, I know you're going to some place. I've booked your Uber, I've booked a ride, or I've gotten somebody to take you off. I know you might need to buy a dress for that event. I've sent this to your account. You don't have to be so rich, but just be thoughtful. Women like a generous man. All right, if you're generous, you'll find out that, women will generally like you. All right, so I hope these few points have helped you. Like I said, this for